Welcome back. Finally, this week, we've seen the left go absolutely crazy because Trump has brought in the Doge Commission, Elon Musk, specifically to audit the federal government. And what they've found with USAID has been no less than absolutely horrific. And the left is going apoplectic over it. Let me show you a video clip of Representative Kamlager Dove. Let's go ahead and roll this. This is cut number 51. Please, Gabe.
It is total corruption for an unhinged, unqualified, unvetted billionaire like Elon Musk and his sycophants to come into our treasury to try to take control of our government, to have access to our Social Security numbers, our Social Security payments, our medical benefits, all of the information that we use when we are trying to get a mother tax return.
Whoa, let's go ahead and we'll go with another clip. That lady had a ring on her finger. Man, I feel sorry for her husband. I want to play another video clip for you because I want you to understand what's happening. And I want you to understand why the left are going absolutely crazy and why they're not going to win. The Democrat Party is in trouble. They do not get it, I guess, but they are in trouble. I want to play another video clip. This is video clip number 48. This is Senator Eric Schmidt. Let's roll it. This is what Doge has been finding as far as spending is concerned.
Because you can't really defend this kind of stuff. $45 million for diversity and inclusion scholarships in Burma. $3 million for girl-centered climate action in Brazil. $125 million to racialize public health. $288,000 for diverse birdwatcher groups. USAID, which is in the center of the storm right now, and rightfully so, spent $1.5 billion to, quote, advance diversity, equity, inclusion in Serbia's workplaces and business communities. $70,000 for the production of a DEI musical in Ireland. $2.5 billion for electric vehicles for Vietnam. $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia. Not Columbia, Missouri, or Columbia, South Carolina. The country of Colombia. $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. $2 million for sex changes.
All right, let's stop it there. You get the point.
Activism in Guatemala.
You get the point. And so the left is going absolutely insane. And they're claiming that Elon Musk is, the president, co-president, running the White House. He's corrupt. He shouldn't have access to people's personal information. Nothing like this has been done. Nothing like this has been done before. The Democrats are concerned about what he's finding, what they're discovering, what Doge is discovering. They don't want these young kids that are going through people's, private information, despite the fact that I believe it's only two people that Scott Bessent, the Secretary of Treasury, has allowed to see some personal information, where the rest is basically read only. It's kind of like scanning information, scanning numbers, and otherwise, that's it. Now, they all have interns that are really young, but apparently when it comes to Doge, you can't have smart young people around. The Democrats don't care about what's happening with Doge. They see an issue, and it's the radical left that sees an issue with Doge, and they're outraged about Pam Bundy. Pam Bundy is the Attorney General. She's going to sue Chicago. She's going after sanctuary cities. That nonsense is getting ready to stop. You've had somebody that is tipped off ICE before they could get to this apartment complex in Colorado where Tren de Aragua gang members were able to bail. And the left is just going crazy. They're upset, but they're not going to win. They're not going to win, I don't believe, in 2026. And I'll tell you why. The Democrat Party has been decimated. And this is the dirty little secret. And what's happening here is a bunch of Democrats that simply don't get it. And you have a centrist movement happening within the Democrat Party, the John Fettermans of the world, that are held hostage by the progressive dum-dums of the Democrat Party. And so they're going to pay severely for this. You think people are really upset that Elon Musk and Doge are finding all this type of spending that Eric Schmidt just mentioned? Not to mention, there was about $3 million spent for Hamas to get them weapons. There's been more money that was found from U.S. aid with Hezbollah, care packages and what have you. You think Americans are really going to get upset about government corruption being X'd out? No, this is insane. Democrats are going for the gusto. They think they have to go crazy, but it's not going to work. And I'll tell you why. Anyone that tells you that Trump doesn't have a mandate, they don't know what they're talking about. His mandate is deep. His mandate is wide. There was an article that appeared in MSNBC, of all places, by centrist Democrats that are trying to check the progressives in the party. Let me give you some polls. A Quinnipiac poll found that 57% of voters have an unfavorable view of the Democrat Party. 31% have a favorable view, compared to the GOP that have a rating of 45% favorability, which is the highest that they've been at least since 2008. All right. Dems, they may have came close in the House and the Senate, but they don't have a durable majority because their coalition and their geographical strengths are now limited thanks to President Trump and their self-inflicted wounds. Listen to this. These writers in this column predicted that rapid response war rooms won't work for the Dems anymore. Get out the vote efforts won't be enough for Democrats in 2026 or 2028. And here's why. They have to address the dwindling support of their base. The groups that they took for granted that are no longer supporting them. The public now lacks confidence in government, that government could be the vehicle for progress. This is what Democrats are facing, and their policy agenda that nobody likes. Then you have the fracturing of the Democratic coalition. That's a huge problem. That's in decline because Democrats lost the white working class. But it's not just the white working class. They lost Latino voters. They lost black voters, both in the working class, particularly men. Another problem that Democrats have. The Democrats have become the party of the college-educated voters. What's the problem? Most voters are not college graduates. This is why Democrats want people to go to college for international basket weaving. They don't care what they get pay $150,000 for to go to college. They just want them to come out woke. That's all they care about. And listen to this. Kamala Harris lost ground with all demographics. So Democrats have to gain ground in all states, including Democrat strongholds, because she lost ground even in blue states. Also, consider this. Between 1976 and 2020, Democrats consistently led Republicans as a share of the electorate. But in 2024, Republicans got 35% of the vote compared to Democrats that got 31% of the vote. And listen to Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, I want to show you some registration numbers. Now, Trump won all 7 swing states, but listen to this. In Pennsylvania, registration numbers have declined dramatically for Democrats since 2008. Democrats used to have a 1.2 million voter advantage in Pennsylvania. By 2016, the first time Trump ran, that sank to 900,000. By January 2024, it was down to 343,000 voter advantage. By October, that number had decreased by another 18,000, 325,000 voter advantage for Democrats. It's shrinking. And today, the Democrat voter advantage in Pennsylvania is only 189,000, meaning Republicans have gained ground with over 1 million voters. That's Pennsylvania. Democrats have either failed or they've refused to see the impact of Biden-inflation spending, and it hurt the working class. The reason that a lot of these wokesters aren't concerned about your pain when it comes to the economy is because you need to understand this. Trump won the working class. He won the households that made $50,000 or less. He won the households that made between $50,000 and $99,999. Kamala Harris won the vote above $100,000. So a lot of these people, these woke people protesting and all this nonsense, they don't feel your pain. They don't feel the pain of the working class. And by the way, when it comes to immigration, blacks and illegals said that blacks and Latinos, said that illegals are draining their resources and they're sick of it. There was a YouGov poll that said that basically the Republican Party is far more competent, a serious party compared to the Democrat Party. And YouGov poll is by no stretch of the imagination a conservative poll. They trust them more with the economy. They trust them more on big issues. Guys, this has just happened in the last few years. Democrats are in trouble. So all of this outrage, this fake outrage, it isn't going to work this time. Their party has been decimated and they're shell-shocked and they don't know how to come back. Until next time, guys, don't grow weary. Doing good. Hey, Carl Jackson here for MyPillow. For years, customers have been asking if MyPillow sells cross necklaces like the one Mike Lindell proudly wears every day. Well, they are excited to announce that Mike has partnered with a jeweler right here in the USA to create beautiful sterling silver My Crosses. You can save 30% today using promo code Carl. That's CARL at mypillow.com. Click on the radio podcast square or call 800-858-0263 and be sure to use promo code Carl, C-A-R-L. We don't spell it like the communists. All right. So you can choose from the women's or men's style. The My Cross for women has a more delicate look and is reversible with mother of pearl style translucent white enamel on one side and onyx styled black enamel on the other side. The My Cross for men has a slightly larger cross with onyx-styled black enamel and a slightly longer, thicker chain. This amazing offer won't last long, so order now, por favor. Just go to MyPillow.com, click on the radio podcast square, or call 800-858-0263. Use promo code Carl, C-A-R-L.